From the streets of Malmö to becoming one of the most feared strikers in football history, Zlatan Ibrahimović built a career unlike anyone the sport has ever seen. Confident, controversial, brilliant. For more than 2 decades, Zlatan didn't just play football, he dominated headlines, defenders, and entire leagues across Europe. Born on October 3, 1981, in Malmö, Sweden, Ibrahimović grew up in the tough Rosengård district, an area known for crime and poverty. His father emigrated from Bosnia, his mother from Croatia, and Zlatan's childhood was far from easy. In his autobiography, I Am Zlatan, he described stealing bicycles and struggling to fit in as a kid. Football became his escape. Zlatan once wrote, "I wanted to make it because I wanted a different life." As a teenager, his talent was impossible to ignore. Tall, technical, unpredictable, and incredibly skillful for his size, he quickly rose through the youth ranks at Malmö FF before making his professional debut in 1999. Soon, Europe's biggest clubs were paying attention. In 2001, Zlatan joined AFC Ajax under legendary manager Ronald Koeman. In Amsterdam, he developed into one of Europe's most exciting young forwards, winning 2 Eredivisie titles and scoring one of the greatest solo goals in football history against NAC Breda, dribbling past multiple defenders with unbelievable composure. His next move took him to Juventus FC, where he adapted to the tactical intensity of Italian football. Although Juventus were later stripped of league titles due to the Calciopoli scandal, Zlatan's reputation continued to grow. Then came FC Internazionale Milano. At Inter, Zlatan became a superstar. Between 2006 and 2009, he won 3 consecutive Serie A titles and established himself as one of the best strikers in world football. His combination of strength, technique, and outrageous goals made him unstoppable at times. In 2009, FC Barcelona signed Zlatan in one of the biggest transfers in football history. Playing under Pep Guardiola alongside Lionel Messi, expectations were enormous. But despite winning La Liga, Zlatan's relationship with Guardiola quickly collapsed. In his autobiography, Zlatan famously wrote, "You bought a Ferrari but drive it like a Fiat." That quote became one of the defining moments of his career and perfectly captured Zlatan's larger-than-life personality. After Barcelona, Zlatan returned to Italy with AC Milan and immediately helped the club win the Serie A title in 2011. By this stage, he had become a complete striker, powerful in the air, clinical in front of goal, and technically gifted enough to score goals most players would never even attempt. Many defenders described facing Zlatan as intimidating because he combined physical dominance with creativity. He could bully centre-backs one moment and score a delicate backheel or acrobatic volley the next. But it was in France where Zlatan reached another level. Joining Paris Saint-Germain F.C. in 2012, he transformed the club into a European powerhouse. Across 4 seasons, Zlatan scored 156 goals in 180 appearances, winning 4 straight Ligue 1 titles and becoming PSG's all-time top scorer at the time. His goals ranged from impossible volleys to long-range screamers and acrobatic bicycle kicks. PSG fans adored him not only because of the trophies, but because Zlatan brought swagger and global attention to the club during a period when they were becoming one of Europe's elite teams. Then came perhaps the greatest goal of his career. In 2012, playing for Sweden national football team against England national football team, Zlatan scored an outrageous overhead kick from over 30 yards out. The goal stunned the football world and later won the FIFA Puskas Award. It remains one of the greatest goals ever scored. For Sweden, Zlatan became the nation's greatest ever player. 122 international caps, 62 international goals, Sweden's all-time leading scorer. Despite never winning a major international trophy, he carried Swedish football for over a decade. In 2016, Zlatan joined Manchester United F.C. under Jose Mourinho. Many doubted whether he could succeed in the Premier League at age 35. Instead, he scored 28 goals in his first season and helped United win the Europa League and League Cup. Even a serious knee injury couldn't stop him. After a spell in Major League Soccer with LA Galaxy, where he scored spectacular goals and delivered unforgettable interviews, Zlatan returned once again to AC Milan in 2020. Most players decline in their late 30s. Zlatan helped Milan win their first Serie A title in over a decade at the age of 40. Across his incredible career, Zlatan won league titles in the Netherlands, Italy, Spain, and France while scoring more than 570 career goals. But statistics alone cannot explain Zlatan Ibrahimović. He turned confidence into an art form. Quotes like, "Lions don't compare themselves to humans," and "I can't help but laugh at how perfect I am," made him one of football's biggest personalities. Yet behind the arrogance was relentless discipline and belief. Teammates often spoke about his work ethic, intensity in training, and obsession with improving. Zlatan believed fearlessness was the key to success. Following his retirement in 2023, Zlatan remained involved with AC Milan in an advisory role while continuing to build his business and media projects off the pitch. From the streets of Rosengard to football immortality, Zlatan Ibrahimović created a career built on confidence, chaos, brilliance, and unforgettable moments. There has never been another footballer quite like him. If you enjoyed this episode of Real Footballing Icons, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another legendary football story. And let us know in the comments, where does Zlatan Ibrahimović rank among the greatest strikers of all time?